Wow, that was a good show. I'm not even gonna lie. I enjoyed Raw. It wasn't the same as SmackDown. I was very shocked. Really felt like I was watching a different show. SmackDown and Raw, completely different shows. No copy and paste. I kind of predicted that, but they kind of shocked me. They didn't really do the same because usually they do the same things on both shows. They kind of had they had both had like their different, things going on, which I enjoyed much. But yeah, with that being said, I'm J.Bullett. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get to the video. Okay, first things first, we saw Michael Cole and Corey Graves coming out of a van. Stranger Things vibes. They have the whole set going on. It was pretty cool. I like what they did with that. The whole aesthetic is cool. I like it. I enjoyed it. Okay, now let's get with the whole show. All right, so the first match we had Rhea Ripley, Io Sky versus Asuka and Kairi Sane, and women's tag team match. Match was good. The pace was good. I enjoyed it. I was sitting there and I'm watching it and I'm just like, wow, this is a really good pace, pace match, the whole time. I feel like all the matches were paced really well. It was only 4 matches on the card. It felt like a pay-per-view, but you know what? It wasn't. But if it just felt that way because of the 4 match card, usually they have more matches on there and they just throw matches on during the show. That's why when they did this one, they booked it as if they knew what they wanted to do for this show. And you know what? I enjoyed that. SmackDown was very enjoyable with all the surprises and returns and stuff they were doing on there. That's why, it was a really different show. They didn't really like copy and paste like I was saying. But yeah, it felt like a completely different show from Raw to SmackDown. Let's keep that up, please, because most of the time they just look the same. The same thing goes on both shows. This one felt very different from SmackDown. SmackDown needed that, that shot in the arm, with these new faces and stuff. So, but hopefully these shows can book ahead of time. I mean, WWE can still do WWE. They do well with stuff like that where they come up with matches off the fly. They have it booked already. They just do it on the show itself. And it makes it feel like they had nothing booked for that day. When in reality, us nerds know it was booked already. It's just for the casual fans. They're going to be like, wow, they just booked this match and we're getting it tonight. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. WWE's been doing that for years, but this one really felt like it was really booked already. It was booked. Well, I sound retarded. It was booked, but you know what I mean. I just sound like an idiot right now. It was booked already. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. It was booked already. It wasn't like your typical Raw or SmackDown, how everything's just off the fly is what I'm trying to say. That's what I was trying to get out, but I couldn't get it out. Because I'm an idiot sometimes, But yeah, match was really good. Like I said in my last video, I said if they won, they dominated this whole thing. Right? Last Monday, they were on top. On Friday, they pinned him. Well, pinned Kairi. And with the same combo that they did with Kairi, they did to Asuka. So, Riptide, Moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Same thing. Different. Everything was different. It was just a 2-on-2. No 8. No 4-on-4. Kyrie out. Asuka in. Io took out Kairi Sane. Ripley did the pin. 1, 2, 3. New champs. I'm not mad at it. But like I said, it made them. They dominated the whole thing. The whole thing. I don't feel like they felt like they were a threat to them, And didn't they beat them in Australia too? I'm just saying. I feel like Ripley and Io were dominant. They dominated this whole thing, this whole program they had. So maybe they were up 1 or 2 times, but yeah, they were. Listen, they had it. So if they won, it shocked me. I thought that they were gonna retain, but hey, more power. Hey, I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I'm not upset. I want to see what they're going to do. Now we're going to have more people come after them. even though there was already people, going after the title, but you know what I mean. You have Charlotte and Alexa waiting. So that's the program that we might do next. But then you also have Nia and Lash waiting as well. And then whoever else wants to join in. But yeah, overall, enjoyable match. Check it out. It was really good, really well paced. I enjoyed it. And after that, we had Rhea and Io backstage with Adam Pearce, congratulating them and stuff. And then here comes Gunther into the frame, and he's telling him, before you go out there, can you have a little bit more respect, this time? And he's just laughing. He does not care. He does not care. He's just Joe. He's like, whatever, and then he walks off. And before he walks off, you get I'm sorry, what am I talking about? You see what I'm saying? I'm all over the place. He walks off, and you get him in the ring. Now he's in the ring. He's still laughing. He's walking down the ring. He pulls out the shirt like how John Cena would do. But he has the shirt where John Cena is like on the choke, and he's just choking him, and he's laughing. So of course, typical Gunther, he's over here making a mockery of John Cena. And thank God, finally AJ, he comes out. He does not like it. And he goes up to him and he tries to talk, and Gunther just keeps interrupting him, right? So right after all that goes down, AJ just smacks him. And I was like, oh, okay. And we're getting this program. Well, it was already teased, so they had something planned again, which is good. Let's keep these stories going. Let's keep it going, please, for the love of God, please, WWE. Let's keep the stories going. Let's just know what you want to do. Don't hold anyone back. Don't keep people off TV. You have a plan. Keep it up. This is what you guys need. I enjoy this. He slapped him. They got in each other's face. It felt so real. AJ told him, do something. That's what I thought. And he just walked down there, and Gunther's just looking at him. I'm just like, whoa, okay. And then we get the backstage thing between them. Segment. Sorry, I said thing. The segment. They love segments. They do a lot of segments. That's the only thing that WWE was never going to change, is those segments. The backstage segments are never going anywhere. But they love doing those. But yeah. He goes up to Pierce. He's complaining, and then AJ just comes back in the frame, and he's like, oh, you're here to complain to the boss. Well, they're going back, and he's like, you know what? I want him. And I think he called him a little bitch. I think so. That's what really set him off, when AJ called him a little bitch. He said, I want him next week. And I'm like, AJ, I'm sorry, buddy, but I think he's going to kill you. Be careful. That's all I got to say about that. But other than that, look, everything so far, the show was good. Good pace, like I said. For a 4-match card for Raw, they paced this thing pretty smoothly. I enjoyed the show. I definitely enjoyed the show. Okay. After that, we had the Intercontinental Women's Championship match. Okay. I said Becky should win in my last video. And you know what? I think they made the right call, because if Becky would have lost here, what was she going to do? I mean, you can do the whole AJ and Becky thing, but I feel like with the IC title, it'll be a little bit more fun with AJ chasing it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that program between those two. AJ's more of like a special attraction these days. She's not there every Monday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a potential feud that the feud's already been going on, but like she's barely there. But now she has something to fight for. There's a title involved. Not that they needed it, but it makes it more exciting and fun. So yeah. that's that's gonna be fun. Let's see what they do before they get to the AJ thing. Maybe they'll go do it at the Royal Rumble. I'm not sure what they'll do. Maybe they'll wait till WrestleMania. There's a way of doing that. Like I said, AJ's not always on the show, so yeah, I'm up for this. But all the while, look, for some reason, Dupree and Becky, they have some kind of weird chemistry. Becky makes Dupree look so good, you know. Before this whole title run, or anytime she wrestled Becky, Maxine just looks so good. I don't know. Yeah, she's improving, but for some reason, every time she wrestles Becky, I sit there and I watch, and I'm like, that's why Becky's the best. she brings out the best in some people. A lot of people give Becky some crap, but Becky's actually a really good wrestler. She's not your flippy dippy, woman, and not your most exciting stuff going on, but Becky does have some moments, and Becky, she's a really good wrestler. All right, so it's not just me saying it; everybody's saying it. Sports Illustrated saying it apparently. So that was really cheesy. All right, anyway, but yeah, she's good. She brings the best out in her, and I feel like the Maxine, look, she's young, and she's still learning. Where she's at right now, good for her. But Becky, this is good for her. Now she has something going in it to the Royal Rumble, and then going into WrestleMania. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that they did that. Like, I was a little scared for Becky for a minute. I was like, I would have never been mad. I wouldn't be mad for Maxine to keep being champion, because you can still do stuff with Maxine. Natalia may be coming back. There's so many things you can do with her. So now it's like, okay, I want to see this. I want to see her rise. I want to see her keep going. Let's keep it going. That's all. But yeah, Becky Lynch wins, and the way she wins, she grabs the rope. So Brie has her in a ankle lock, and then she just rolls over, and that's that veteran instinct. She grabbed the rope. The referee can't see. 1, 2, 3, new champ. And she's laughing, and Maxine's is having a meltdown. And I'm just like, oh, that's the rookie in her. She's weren't really aware of the ring. Always need to know, for when you're a pro like that, you would know. But again, Maxine's still learning. It's okay. It's all right. It is what it is. She will keep going, and that's all that there is to it. Now we had a video package of Oba. Oh, wow, I couldn't even say his name. Obafemi. Again, I think he's probably going to Raw, only because they had Trick Williams on SmackDown. You have who else went over there? Oh, Matt Cardona went over there. So you got some people over there now that they're definitely putting eyes on, So Raw needs more people, like more fresh faces. I mean, they have people, but you know what I mean. SmackDown was really like shooting. They were really shooting. SmackDown was more of a shock returns and new signings. Like, that's literally what the show was about. And then you also had Jordan Grace, who's potentially gonna show. She's going to be in the SmackDown roster apparently. So yeah, and something weird. So I didn't know this was on the show, but I mean, it probably wasn't. I think it was an exclusive, but Javon Evans got signed to Raw, and it didn't even. I know they didn't show it. Like, am I missing something? Did I know if I left out the room and came back? I know that thing didn't last for like 5 seconds. I would have saw it. So I pretty much think it was an exclusive. Pretty sure it was. But yeah, he signed to Raw, and I said he should go to Raw. Makes sense. They put him on Raw. Keep him away from Trick Williams, right? And yeah. But if Obafemi goes to Raw as well, which is looking like he's gonna go to Raw, that's something right there where keep them apart because they've been doing the dance a lot. Have Javon and have Oba do their own things separately. If you want to go back to it, you can. I mean, these guys always have good chemistry with each other down in NXT. Oh, if you ever want to watch their matches, go. Go wherever you can go. To watch these things, go to the YouTube channel, watch their full matches. Go, maybe Peacock has them. I don't know. Go anywhere, type it on YouTube somewhere. Watch these matches between these two. It's a good, David and Goliath kind of thing. Even though, Javon is really not that small, height wise. But I look at it because of how intimidating and big he is. And Javon is just, not saying he's scrawny, he's a smaller guy compared to Oba, of course. But, alright, maybe I wouldn't say David and Goliath kind of thing, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, you definitely see Oba he dominates everybody. It doesn't even matter if they're big, they're small, they're short, they're tall. Oba's just Oba. But Javon and them, they have this good, it's more like powerhouse and high flyers. That whole dynamic between the two always works, and it brings out good matches between the powerhouse and the flyer. And that boy is bouncy. So yeah, they have that going on. And I'm like, okay, so cool. Good for Javon Evans. I'm glad he's on Raw. And Obafemi might follow. And then we had the Usos coming out. They came out, they're doing their thing. They're coming out, run it back, and they basically just cut a promo and said all the tag teams, basically just calling out everybody who's gonna face them, whoever want to step up. Come on, let's go. So I'm kind of excited to see who's gonna step up. Again, Raw doesn't have a really deep division. Maybe they shake things up. I don't know what they'll do, but let's make this Raw division exciting. Do the same thing for SmackDown. And like I said, if this doesn't work with them being champions, then that tells you right there you need to unify the belts, because I don't know what you're gonna do. You need to do something. You need to make the tag team division more exciting, So if this doesn't work, just unify them. That's all. Because whoever's gonna beat the Usos, let's not make Usos be champions for like a month or two. Do a little exciting run. They don't have to hold the belts up until WrestleMania. You can have them lose the belts before WrestleMania. There's definitely a story there. I just don't know what they're gonna do. They can go so many ways. You can have Jay become heel once they lose the belts. You can have them both be heels while being champs. Or you can have Jay doing heel things and Jimmy doesn't want to do those things. There's so many ways you can do this. And I don't know which route they're going with this. I know definitely they're going to go with a Jay heel turn. Because it'd be shocking if they do Jimmy and I'm just like, wait. Jay looked more like he was going to be the one that crashed because he was crashing out literally. And I don't know. We'll see what they'll do with that. All right, now we have Stephanie Valkyrie. She came out and doing an interview, and basically the same thing what the Usos did, calling out everyone. I'll take on anyone. This injury, I don't know if it's a real one or if it's just kayfabe. I don't know what's going on, but I hope she's all right. But yeah, she said this injury's not gonna stop me. Okay, interview over. All of a sudden, Rockwell just come out of nowhere, knocks her down, and keeps hitting her. And it took a million years for anybody to come and help her. Like literally 2 reps came in and then she literally just bitched them both. And they just hopped out the ring. And I'm just like, dude, where is the help? Can somebody please help Stephanie? And then finally they help her out. And I'm just at that point, I'm just like, dude, she's already, oh my God, guys, you guys are so slow when it comes to trying to help someone out. And then We go to commercial, comes back. Stephanie's getting helped in the back, and all of a sudden Raquel comes again and hits her. And I'm just like, oh my god, where's the security? Where's everybody? Why do you guys keep letting your champ get attacked? Especially an injured champ. But you know what? I'm kind of glad it was Raquel. I did not want Nikki Bella to still be in this, in this feud or even near the title, because I said it. She turned heel. She should have won. Not saying that she should have been champion, but if you turn somebody heel, it just has to make sense for them to win something for turning their ways. It's like being a hero. You were bad and you're a hero, and then you still don't get through in life. So you might as well just stay as a bad guy. You were successful there. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're a good guy and you're not doing so well, so you got to change things, you're going to be a bad guy and things start on going well for you. But if you're just changing and then nothing goes, everything's just the same for you, then you're just a big loser. And I've been saying it in my videos. She's just a loser. I'm sorry. I love Nikki Bella, but they made her look like a loser. Not me. I'm saying it, but I know I'm not the only one who feels the same way, because I'm pretty sure other people feel the same way. But yeah, I'm kind of glad it was Rodriguez, not Nikki. So let's continue that with them, and then let's see. We'll go on from there and see what happens. All right, now. Oh, and I'm sorry. No, I'm lying. I thought I forgot something, but I didn't. Okay, now let's go to the Liv Morgan and Lyra Valkyria match. Now, if you watch my Raw preview video, you would see. Well, if you watch my video, sorry, you would have heard what I said, that they were probably gonna do the same thing, what they did with the Roxanne Perez and Bayley match, where they were gonna copy and paste and do the, distraction, and well, they did do the distraction, but this one was different. Raquel was there, and they had some kind of friction going on, and they weren't on the same page, and Roxanne lost. This is where, in this case, it was just Roxanne and Liv out there, and the unit worked out pretty well, because she distracted Valkyria. Bayley came in. Roxanne took her out, but then Bayley turned crazy. She just changed character and then chased her out with a chair. And then Valkyria, man, why do every babyface fall for this thing? She's and you know what? It's not even just babyfaces. Heels do the same thing. Every wrestler does this. I don't know, it's predetermined, but come on. She's literally looking down the ramp and she's like, Bayley, like, what? It's your fight. What is Bayley gonna do for you? She took out the person who was a thorn in your side. Why are you worrying about what Bayley's doing? You should be worrying about the match. So literally, she's looking down that way. She gets under the rope. Well, not under the ropes, but she's going through the middle rope, and she's just in place. She's just in place for, oh my god, why did she even do that? But she got in place for the Oblivion. Like, literally, the Oblivion was like, it was literally right there for her. Like, it was literally like putting a big turkey in the middle of the forest for any animal to just grab. It's just, I smell it, and it just, they go and get it. That's literally what that trap was. I mean, it wasn't even really a trap. It was just Bayley going nuts and chasing her out. She just kept looking down the ramp, and then as soon as she turned, Oblivion. And the way she took that, it was a brutal one. It was a good sell. And it looked like it killed her. 1, 2, 3, Liv wins. Oh my god, Liv's confidence. I just love Liv. It's just how she is now compared to what she was before. She's so confident. The way she wins and the way she pinned Valkyria, it's kind of reminded me of Jay Cargill. She was just like the way she pinned her and then she's sticking her tongue out. She's got confidence, man, and I love it. I love Liv Morgan, and I said it that she was gonna win. I hope she won, and you know what? I'm glad I didn't do the copy and paste and have Valkyria win. So I'm kind of glad Liv won. It was her first match back. So you know what? I'm kind of glad they did that. But but yeah, now let's get to the World Heavyweight Championship, the main event. This one was also good. Yes, it was. I wouldn't say it was like a very long match, but it was long and it was paced. It was paced good, you know, back and forth, back and forth. Very competitive. And then, of course, the Vision. They come running in to help them out. It fails. Nothing's working. And then, and you know what? I skipped something. I definitely did skip this part. You had Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and you had Penta in a backstage segment again with these backstage. This is why I forget sometimes because there's so many backstage segments. I forget. I literally forget. But yeah, so they had a backstage segment, and you know they got some stuff going on with the Vision, and Dragon Lee was there first. He said he has his back if anything, walks out. Then Penta comes in, and then they're talking, and they're like, they just sound so very angry at the Vision. And it's just like, all right. And I said it too. I remember saying, I hope they had something going for Dragon Lee. If you watch my video again, I said I hope they had something for him because it was looking like AJ was gonna go to the singles route again. And it was going to be okay if they didn't put him as a tag team. And even if they did, it would have been all right. But let AJ do his thing. And then Dragon Lee now, he's back with Ray. And he's going to be with Penta now. Interesting. And I'm kind of shocked that Ray Phoenix is they're not doing this thing with them. But I don't know. I just feel like they could still be doing that. The Ray and Penta thing. But I'm talking about Ray Phoenix, not Ray Mysterio. But put the Lucha Brothers back together, man. That'll be so cool. But yeah, Dragon Lee, I'm glad he's involved with this, and yeah, I'm just happy. So yeah, the Vision is helping out Braun. Nothing's working out, and then the music comes on, and I'm just like, okay, here we go. Ray comes, Penta comes, Dragon Lee comes, and it was just like, all right, everything's all over the place. So they fight them off outside. And there's no more Vision. There's no one to distract. Except for Paul Heyman, because he did the distraction the first time. And that's what led to the Vision to come down. But he did it again. And this time, CM Punk clenched his fists. And just, boom! Just punched him right in the face. Guy fell down. Oh my god, this match was just... It was a lot going on. And... everything, the pace, like I said, action. It was a really good main event for the world title. And yeah, after he punched him, and then they end up in the outside, and Braun's crazy, man. He jumped and he landed on the table. Like I said, it was a very good match. And then towards the end, when he's setting up for the I know he hit a GPS. Wow, I said a GPS. Can you freaking believe that I said a GPS? The GTS. And he kicked out. But, you know, later down the line, when they got to the ending point, when Braun was going to go for a spear, he intercepted it with a knee. Another GTS. Boom. 1, 2, 3. And still. And you know, I kind of thought, I mean, I didn't think, I just put it onto the video because everybody was talking about it. So again, if you watch my video, the Raw preview, I put Jericho in there because a lot of people were talking about Jericho. But you know what? I'm kind of glad Jericho didn't show up. I think they were just doing that so people could buy tickets just to, you know, get people like, oh my God, excited. Jericho. No, they didn't do it. And you know what? I'm kind of glad. Maybe they're going to save that into the Royal Rumble, which I would not mind. But then again, they might just WWE and just have him show up next week or something, or closer to the Royal Rumble. Just show him at the Royal Rumble, man. I would definitely be down for that. But yeah, man, that was the Raw recap. Make sure you like and subscribe again. And if you want to check out the Raw preview, you can. If you want to check out any of my other videos, I got the links in the description box. You check everything out. Again, I'm J.Bullett. I'm trying to grow this thing. But yeah, keep watching me. Again, like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys sharing and liking, you know. Again, I want to grow this thing. I'm doing this alone. Maybe down the line I could get more people in. You know, I could get an editor because I'm doing the edits on myself. I'm getting less sleep these days. I'm getting one video a day out. You know, I do the best I can, you know, by myself with other stuff that I do too on top of that. But hey, you just keep going and you keep thriving. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching.